We are here.
All right, so here we are. This is the introduction for the second part of the Between Two Brines. So this is part 2, and in this part, we're out here at the park, and we're essentially, taking the brined fish. We've already went ahead and given them a real good rinse, and now we're going to get them on the grill. So it's gonna be a little bit more fun. We're gonna see a little bit more of the scenery and the ocean, and trying to make it a little bit more personal. So let us know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and enjoy this second part of Between Two Brines. Alright, so this is our setup here at Key Biscayne. Now we've got a wonderful situation here, beautiful water. We got our cameraman out there fishing. Probably not catching anything. Tide is high. So we're gonna do a little bit of fishing, and then we're gonna start preparing the food. Figure we'll eat around 2 o'clock. Yeah, I think the next step is to get that boat. I'm going to try to do some more fishing here a little bit later, but now we gotta get started on grilling. So we got our briquettes infused with some wood, and let's get this lit up and then go from there. This absolutely perfect. That's what we're looking for, because we're making a charred corn salsa. So that's exactly what we want. Perfect. All right. All right, that is absolutely perfect. That's gonna have the perfect amount of char and caramelization. All the juice in there. That's gonna make for a phenomenal salsa. All right. Now our pineapple is a little overcharred, but that's okay. We want that because we're gonna cut this off, and we're just going to dice up what's in the center. Because what's happening here is all those juices are building up in the center. So I don't know if you guys can see this here. See how juicy that is? That's what we're looking for. We want that to become the moisture and the acid in our salsa. So that's beautiful. For this charred corn salsa, I didn't really feel the need to put a recipe up on the screen because it's so basic, but so delicious. It's just charred corn on the cob, the pineapple, fresh cherry tomato diced up, and then basil chiffonade. So that's just rolled up and sliced real thin. Mix those up. I'd say about 2 hours before you actually plate, and you'll get enough maceration to unify the flavors, and it creates this super delicious, acidic and fresh bite. You can see there my wife kept stealing the remainder cob and finishing it off as she does with the pineapple, the charred pineapple crust. I would have used more of the char, but I didn't want to overdo the bitterness in the salsa, so to create balance, we just try to stick with the interior portion of that. And outside of the salsa, the only thing left to prep is just those beans, and we're going to be making those super simple. We're talking, clip the ends, toss them on the grill, take them off with just a little bit of char, so that way they have that nice bright green flavor, and that's all we really need. So you'll just kind of see us do some basic prep going until then, because everything else, all the difficult prep and the work was put in the day prior, and so you'll see how everything kind of comes together in the end. So now it's time to get the fish on the grill. So I'm going to start with our golden grunt. This has been marinating in a edamame pesto black truffle sauce for about 18 hours now.
Oh, look at all that water that came out of the fish.
It creates an automatic semi-cure. This is going to be really good. Alright, so next, this is our cured remora. So for those that can see it, we drew a lot of the moisture out of the meat, so it's a lot firmer. It smells absolutely amazing. So we're going to cut this off and eat it directly off the bone. Now, for the crowd favorite, the shark. Look how white that meat has become. Every bit of blood has been drawn out from that wet brine. See that? Not a drop of blood left. Absolutely amazing. It smells just ridiculous. So let's go ahead and get this on the grill. Oh, that's just beautiful. I mean, amazing meat. I added the golden grunt right towards the end. You know, we had caught that just fresh the day before. So it wasn't originally going to be part of the plate, but you know, when you have something that just came out of the ocean and it's that fresh, the quicker you get it on the grill and the quicker you eat it, the better it's going to taste. And so other than that, it's just going to add a little bit of earthiness and a little bit of green to our fish flavor, and a nice balance compared to what we're having. But again, in the end, as much as I love that remora and that golden grunt, that Cuban delight is as delicious as it is, there's just nothing that compares to that Bonnethead. And when you get a chance, if you either go down to the Biscayne area and you purchase Bonnethead from a local fisherman, or if you catch one yourself, you'll be incredibly surprised the quality and the flavor of food you get out of it when you're done. it's alright to rough cut this, because this is going into an herb salad. So I'm not trying to make a perfect chiffonade like we did earlier. I'm just trying to chop up the basil, set it aside. So our herb salad is going to consist of basil, oregano, watercress, and living alfalfa. Nice and simple. I'm not going to add a dressing. I want bright green flavors because I'm going to be putting our migrant sauce down on the base. We're going to have our bowl of bean puree. So we're going to have lots of flavors and moistures. So I don't need to dress up my herb salad. I just want bright green flavors. That way my entire meal isn't one dimensional. So let's just get this set up, and then I'm going to show you how to do the fish next. So we had some cooked shrimp for our appetizer, but then our buddy Alfredo decided to come by and snatch it off the table from us before we were able to. And so he enjoyed it for us. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share it with all your friends. So now we're gonna plate. Now, naturally, you would imagine this is not the easiest plating in a picnic setting, but I want to show, you know, an appropriate plating for this meal. So even though we got that picnic life, we're still gonna go ahead and do that fine dining life. So you see, I've got the tray here. So like always, give it a nice sweep. Then our herb salad. Now, centralize your herbs. We want an equal amount of green. All right. Maybe a couple charred beans. Alright, now let's get our salsa. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and put a little of the salsa on the bottom, and then we're going to put a little bit on the top. So I want to make sure that this flavor is balanced between the entire dish. Alright, so now let's add some fish. This is our golden grunt. I'm going to go ahead and take the tenderloin out. Now we're going to take our remora. Now the remora has been dry brined. So we'll go ahead and put that in the center. Next is the bonnethead, which I'm the most excited about. So let's go ahead and cut this real quick. Look at how beautiful and white and juicy that meat is. That is an absolutely gorgeous piece of meat. All right. Next, a little more salsa. Some of these charred kernels right on the top. All right, so this is Tobago. This is wasabi infused flying fish roe. So I'm gonna put this over top of all three pieces. And then we're going to finish it with some of our migrant sauce. Once again, we want to thank everyone for checking out this two-part video. Let us know if you prefer it as one single video or if you like it in the two-part series. Otherwise, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Check out our Instagram and Facebook, and of course, we want to make sure that we give some special love to Knifin'. That knife is absolutely phenomenal, so go check them out, see what products they've got available, and we'll see you guys at the next episode.